But unlike you, as I've said 1,000 times now, if we lost this election fair and square, then we lost it and we move on to fight another day. But you're damn right. I want to know if we lost, and I want to know if we won, and I want to know either way that this was free and this was fair, regardless of the outcome. That is the only principled position here. Now, when I go through this, keep in mind, I'm explaining this, keep the big umbrella theme of the show today in mind. The reason the Trump team this weekend had to create a disconnect between the work Sidney's doing, Sidney Powell, and the work Jenna Ellis, Rudy Giuliani, and others are doing for the Trump legal team is because the stuff she's developing is complicated. It is. There's other stuff that is on me more acute, immediate timeline has to be done right now. I don't want to call it a distract, but they don't want to be distracted by that. If it pans out, it does. If it doesn't, again, Sidney will have to answer for that. But they have other things they have to focus on right now. Is everybody clear on that? It was obvious if you know the Trump legal team and you read the brief. But, people want to surmise things and be smart, Alex, so they had to pile on without reading through it. Here's what the Trump legal team is focused on. There are quite a few instances of real irregularities in this campaign. Here's just the news article I've been referencing. Please check this out. It's as important to read right now as you're going to find anywhere. It lists a dozen compelling allegations of voting irregularities in the 2020 election. From ejected ballot observers to fraudulently backdated mail-in votes, the evidence of irregularities is growing nationwide. I'm not going to go through all 12. I encourage you to. I'm going to go through the 5 that jumped out to me, stuff we've already been talking about, 5 of the most important ones that should be like ding, 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 bells going off, antenna going up everywhere, that this sounds like a problem. Number 1. What the hell's going on in Detroit? A City of Detroit worker swears she witnessed thousands of ballots being falsified. I don't know, Joe. That kind of sounds like a big deal. It goes on.
Yeah.
It's a name that's anonymous, by the way. Of all the sworn statements to date, career civil servant Jesse Jacob of Detroit provided the most sweeping claim of election fraud. Maybe worth looking into, folks. I don't know. Well, what did she say? She stated in an affidavit she personally witnessed and in some cases was instructed to backdate thousands of absentee ballots the day after the election to make them appear legal, even though they were not in the qualified voter file and had not arrived by the deadline. Ms. Jacob says, quote, I estimate this was done to thousands of ballots, her sworn statement says. While I still have hair. Yeah. Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah.
No, let's waste our time over the weekend attacking each other. Let's do that. That's very productive. Great. 2 thumbs up. By the way, I've been joking all weekend with my friends. I give chemo 0 stars on Amazon. 100% 0 stars. I'm giving it a terrible review on Yelp. I just want that out there. 0 stars. I can laugh. It's me. People have been asking me all week how you feel. 0 freaking stars on Amazon for chemo. 0 stars. Sorry, I'm trying to make, it's my own secret. I'm doing good. I'm just messing with you. But I keep getting all these texts from friends. How do you feel? Terrible. 0 stars. 2 thumbs down on Yelp. But maybe we should look into that, Joe. You think? Joe's heard that already. So it's fine. It's great that he still thinks it's funny. Maybe we should look at, I'm just asking. You have a woman who's a career civil servant in Detroit saying, hey, yeah, I was asked to backdate votes from unqualified voters who sent in votes after the mailing deadline. Is it true? I don't know. She swore to it. I legitimately, I don't know. I'm not the witness. She is. Maybe we should check that out. No, hold on. Let's attack Sidney Powell. That's very productive. Good job, guys. And well done. Well done. You may say, gosh, that sounds really bad. Oh, that's not it. That we're not done. There's 12 of those. I'm just giving you the top 5 in the article and just the news. Let's go to number 2. The infamous case of Wayne County that sent out, 100 absentee ballots and magically got, 200 back? That sounds weird. Gosh, maybe we should check that out too. No, let's attack Sidney Powell. That's productive. Here, from the Just the News piece. Nearly 3/4 of Detroit's precincts had mismatched voting totals. That sounds strange. That sounds worth a gander. The Wayne County Board of Canvassing member William Hartman, a Republican, says in a sworn declaration that Michigan's largest county certified results knowing there were massive discrepancies between the approved voter file and the ballots cast and counted in Detroit. Oh, man, that sounds really... I was going to say something else. I forgot. I was going to say something else. Seriously, for a second, I forgot. I can't curse something. No, go back to that. I wasn't done. I want to read this quote. I had a little chemo brain moment. I was going to actually curse on the show. No good. Don't do that. Kids watch the show. Put that thing back up again. Here's the quote from William Hartman. In my review of the results, I determined that approximately 71% of Detroit's 134 absentee voter ballot counting boards were left unbalanced and many unexplained, his statement said. Folks, we've only been talking about this for a week now, how in Wayne County, Michigan, they sent out a number of absentee ballots and got that X plus that number back for those mathematicians out there. And the leftist, the elitist academic crowd, say they sent out 100, they got X plus 100 back. Kind of weird, no? Which left them with unbalanced books. Maybe we should look into that before we certify and swear that the election results were legitimate. Just a guess. Number 3, the infamous case of the pristine ballots. Back to our Hunter Biden receipt we use as a ballot. To mail ballots, you have to fold them. Diagram for the liberals. That leaves a crease. Not what was found in Georgia. Maybe we should look into this too. Check this out. They found a whole boatload of pristine ballots that at least 9 observers who watched an audit last week in Georgia's razor-thin election have signed affidavits swearing that they saw suspicious mail-in ballots uniformly cast for Biden. The ballots were in pristine condition, had no creases on them, meaning the ballots had not been mailed in envelopes as required according to the affidavits. Oh, my gosh. Maybe that's worth a look-see? A little look-see, maybe? You think? Well, gander? Check it out. Drop the eyeglasses a little bit. Hey, well, that sounds weird. Let's check out allegation number 4. That a phone survey done of Pennsylvania voters, when asked about their mail-in ballots, some of them answered that, hey, I didn't request that ballot. Huh, gosh, that's kind of weird. Dan Bongino, did you vote by mail? I did not. That's great because we have your mail-in ballot. I just said I didn't vote by mail. It's strange. From the Just the News piece. Oh, no, that was coffee. Okay. I thought she was going to take the screen down. She was going for her coffee, Miss Paula Arrowhead. So Just the News interviewed numerous Pennsylvania voters who said either their mail-in ballots were never counted or that someone else has appeared to request and obtain their mail-in ballots. That sounds just crazy. A data scientist then projected from sampling that the problems were widespread. In a sworn declaration, a respected mathematician says his analysis of election data and phone interviews with PA voters raises questions about as many as 100,000 absentee ballots requested in the key battleground state, where President Trump and Joe Biden are separated by just 82,000 votes. Is that a conspiracy theory too? That they called the voter, the actual voter? Hello, Mr. Dan. This is the voting board. We got your absentee ballot. I didn't send an absentee ballot. Oh, no worries. It's for Joe Biden. We're okay. Maybe we should check that out. No, let's move on.org, right? Let's move on. The left and the media, the PP hoax people told us to move on. They told us to move. So we have to, of course, obey their instructions. Because why again? No thanks. There won't be a concession today. Not tomorrow. And again, next week doesn't look that good either. Let me go to the last one here. This is in California. Almost laughable what happened in California in a disturbing way. Los Angeles prosecutors uncovered a scheme in which thousands of fraudulent ballots were cast. 2 men were charged last week with 41 counts for allegedly submitting thousands of fraudulent voter registration applications on behalf of homeless people, according to the LA County District Attorney's Office. You know, run by those right-wing Republicans, LA County. Of course not. Maybe we should check that out too. Maybe Democrats that lost in primaries and stuff in LA County, Democrats. Because, you know, unless you make it a partisan issue, and this is the saddest part of this, Joe, the Democrats don't care. They don't care about fraud if it benefits them. But then you say to them, well, hey, if you're a Democrat who lost in a primary to another Democrat, do you ever consider that these cases of fraud, like allegedly paying homeless people to fill out mail-in ballots or whatever, may have affected you too? Oh, now they're interested. Now they're interested. But unlike you, as I've said 1,000 times now, if we lost this election fair and square, then we lost it and we move on to fight another day. But you're damn right. I want to know if we lost and I want to know if we won. And I want to know either way that this was free and this was fair, regardless of the outcome. That is the only principled position here.
You just heard Dan Bongino.